Yes, sir. So, good morning, everyone. We are here today to welcome Raman sir, Raman Khepar sir, who is AVP International Business. And now I invite Abhinand sir to set the context of this webinar, and we open this webinar.
Yeah, good morning, students. Hope you are all keeping yourself well. You are in pink of your health, and we look forward to see you at the campus from next week onwards. Whoever has got vaccinated and they have got consent from their parents, they are all there to rock at the campus. Campus is looking forward to host you. All the faculties are very much aligned to see their students because most of the time they have seen you over video conferencing, Zoom, or Google Classroom. Now it's time to see one-to-one face, see the actual campus, feel the campus, do the lab testing. Bharti Madam specifically is looking forward to all the MSc students for their lab experiments. Without experiments, you are not fulfilled with your dream job and then your internship. So we are looking forward to seeing you over there. Now coming back to our this turning point webinar, which has been started by our CMD sir and the president of IU. It's a dream project to make sure that the wisdom of people in the industry comes to the students, which is happening for the first time in the industry, education industry, where every week you are getting some kind of wisdom dose from stalwarts in the industry. And I welcome Mr. Raman to a very important topic, story, how you are building your story. Today, we are looking forward to a lot of startups. Every startup has to have a story. And that too, a story pitch has to be, therefore, in 5 minutes, you have to complete your story. That's what the time you get. You must be getting almost like 50, 60 applicants in any of the good investor meet. But how you pitch yourself is going to make sure that how good you are. And that's an important topic for you. You also have to tell your story when you go for interview. Even you tell your story when you are meeting your spouse going forward. Most of you are single. So storytelling is an important part of your marketing. Wherever you are in the world, either you are meeting somebody outside the territory of India, the cultural aspect is there. How you are pitching yourself in a story, it's an important part of it, your expression, everything. And I am thankful to Mr. Raman for choosing such an important topic. Without wasting time, over to Raman. Please go for the introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhinand sir, for beautifully setting up the context and again reminding us that what is the purpose of this webinar. Now I invite Love Desai, who is a BTech 7th semester student of chemical engineering, to introduce the key speaker today. Love, you can unmute yourself.
Good morning. Good morning to one and all. I am Love, and today we have a we have a speaker who has a really interesting question for us, and I think we should also think about that question. But before that, let's just have a brief introduction about him, because we can't list out all his achievement in one go. So his name is Raman Khepar. He is Assistant Vice President in Marketing Department at ISBU, that is International Strategic Business Unit. Raman Khepar is a professional with 25 years of international experience and leadership roles in marketing, sales, global marketing, institution, rural marketing, commercial insights, and digital strategy. His key expertise includes global strategic marketing, launch excellence, sales, lifecycle management, digital strategy, sales, people management, and project management. He has the ability to work in a matrix structure and diverse culture across the geographies. With this, I would like to invite him for delivering his speech and to enlighten us with his knowledge. Thank you.
Raman sir, it's your turn now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Namrata. Thank you, Mr. Love. Thank you very much for this kind introduction. Probably, if you really ask me, I think 25 years back, honestly, I was, grazing cattle in the field. I just want to be telling the true story, what I'm sitting here with. I think that is the reason I picked up this one topic. And second, since I have been talking to some other management institutes and I have gone to a couple of IITs to deliver a couple of lectures. So one thing which I understood from my discussion with them, that many people actually don't know what exactly they want in their life. So when I was talking to Pardeep, we were thinking of, he said, why don't we speak on opportunities in the international marketing business? So I said, this is something which anyone can Google it out, right? It's not very difficult thing to find out which are the list of jobs which are available in the international, arena. But then I thought, why not to do something which can really help all of us, and of course the people who are in a stage where they need more clarity in terms of what exactly needs to be done. Since we have gone through that path, and it's my privilege to speak in front of Dr. Anish, Dr. Namrata, Dr. Bharti Dave, and other senior people sitting here. I am quite young in front of you, right? Thank you very much for listening to me, first of all, and giving me this opportunity. So the topic which I thought is going to help us to understand a bit more is, have you planned your story? Right? I'll share a couple of slides. I mean, you don't go too much deep into the content. I think what is most important for us to understand is the context of that content, right? I think I can share my screen with you, right? Let me know if you are able to see the screen. Can you see the screen, please?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, let me put it in the presentation. Yeah. Hope now it's very clear. So the topic, of course, as you mentioned, I'll try to summarize and I'll try to keep it very crisp so that we can keep it within the time span which has been allocated to me. So friends, in fact, it would have been much better if I would have been there in front of you, talking, in person with you, so that we can understand, our emotions, our body language, our conversation, and our, there are a lot of questions which definitely you would like to know when we are meeting in one-to-one. Rather, in virtual session, definitely many questions left always unanswered. But having said that, my email ID is there, so you can reach me anytime. My mobile number is already there. So please let me know if I can be of any help at any point of time. So my first slide basically gives, when you look at Lagan. So if it would have been one-to-one session, I would have asked you what comes to your mind. So I will probably speak more here. So when you look at the first picture, Lagan, it clearly gives one complete story of a person, a very poor farmer, you can say, or a very poor worker who has really thought of the plan. He built a story. He was very clear in his mind that his team can win the match. He was very clear when he was talking to the Britishers that, okay, this is something which we need to get rid of Lagan. So for that, what we need to do. So he was able to visualize, he was able to plan, and he was able to execute the plan so that the end result is achieved. So what is important here? We need to keep in mind what is the end. So we should always start end in mind. If I am doing my post graduation today, I should not be shaking here and there thinking, what job will I get? Which field I will go? We should have that clarity. Okay, I have come here for my post graduation or my graduation. This is my strength. This is my interest. This is the area where I want to go on. Same way, when you look at the next picture, it's Elon Musk. I think everybody knows. So I thought it's very important. I read the book. It's a very inspiring story, starting from a childhood and the way he has come up. I think it's always good to go through such stories when you get time. Life is very short, so always read good books. People should pursue what they are passionate about. So as I mentioned, where your interest lies, if you really focus on that, then it really makes a difference. I mean, luckiest people are those who really make earning from their hobbies, right? So when you come down, you see the some of the dignitaries I have put it on the slide. You can see first one is Milkha Singh, MS Dhoni, Mary Kom, and I hope everyone knows the last picture, who is she? So anyone? Okay, it's Mirabai, which has recently got silver medal. So what the purpose of showing this picture is, I mean, these people have planned their story. They have scripted their story very well. They have prepared well to achieve what they have planned, and they have kept end in mind. Okay, this is what exactly I want to achieve. This is what is my process, and this is what I am going to do day in and day out. And one thing which is very common among all these pictures is, they all have worked very hard, day in and out, day night. I don't know how many hours they have put into the field just to make sure that they are They are highly skilled people to ensure they achieve what they plan for, right? So this you must remember in your mind. I mean, you must have started your journey from a village, right, where you must have thought of that. I want to become an engineer, right? You must have done your 10th. You have done. You have prepared for the written exam. You have cleared the entrance test. You have cleared your plus two, 10 plus 2 system, and then you have got admission into engineering. So you already have done something to describe your story, right? So it's only how do you take the story further and make sure that the story completely intertwined so that you achieve your end result. Now let me get to the next slide. Why do we need stories? I think Mr. Abhinandan mentioned about stories that when you go for your startup and all this, and when you go even propose your girlfriend, you go for marriage and everywhere, you have to tell your story. I think I have jotted down a couple of things which are very, very important. I think stories really define us. I mean, to know someone well is to know his or her story, right? If you see the picture of Milkha Singh, you suddenly remind, Farhan Akhtar is running, and the picture of that person comes to your mind, and you completely go through the movie because that story you have gone through. So it tells the experiences that have shaped his or her trials, turning point, and whatnot, which he has tested in his or her life. And especially it's important for us because in such a certain unsettling transition, telling a compelling story to a co-worker, bosses when you get into the corporate world, stranger in the conference room, it inspires belief in our motives. See, when you tell your story, it gives a motivation. So when Pradeep asked me, why don't you share your story? So in couple of IIT, the only question they asked me, can you tell us your story? So that's very important when you tell your story in a way which is really well planned and well executed. It really motivates you. It builds your character. It builds your capacity to reach the goals which you set for yourself. In fact, I'm talking about accounts that are deeply true. So when I say my story, and when you are listening to this story, it should have some engagement. It should have some part of relevance where you can relate that what I'm listening right now, what I'm seeing in this story is somewhere making sense because it is somewhere matching to my story as well. So you have to really make sure that your story is aligned to the customer, you can say, which you're going to face. And then of course we need a good story to reassure us that our plans make sense, because if you do not plan your story, if you do not write on a piece of paper, okay, this is what I will do after 1 year, this is what I will be after 3 years, and this is what change I will bring in my own behavior, my own learning, in my own attitude in 3 years or 5 years down the line, then nothing will happen. You really have to have that in mind. We'll look back. I mean, a day will come when you will look back, and see that what was the best thing which ever happened. If you go back to your current story, you must be thinking that in plus 2 I wanted to have 80%, I wanted to appear for IIT, and I wanted to crack the cat. But then somehow some people have cracked, some people must be into different places. So that it becomes part of your story. So tomorrow when you tell your children, you say that this is mistake which I did, please don't do this, so that this doesn't happen to you as well. So there are two options. Either you learn from the story, or even will I realize that this was the beginning of the end, that it was downhill from here. So choice is yours. Whether you want to give your child or the society or your friends a story where you want to say, oh, I did this mistake, please don't do this. Or you want to say that, hey, I did this, I was successful, why don't you do it? So this is what people want to learn, and this is what people want to listen to. So it's very important you craft your story. You need to keep end in mind. You need to ensure that this is what I want to be in my life. If you do not have, I mean, then any road, if you don't have a plan in marketing, we say, if you don't have a plan, any road will take you anywhere. So there's no point. So you need to have a very clear cut plan for building your story. The next is the story, whether it's internal story, it's external story. I mean, as I think Abhinandan was mentioning about, the story. So if you look at when the story you tell yourself to stay motivated, that's internal. So you need to build both the stories. One is internal, which keeps you motivated, and which helps you to make big decisions, which helps, in shaping your career. So choose the career path and a personal storyline that give you autonomy through greater accountability and responsibility. So think of a situation where you have taken a, you have planned something where you wanted to have more accountability or more responsibility. Okay, I'll give you my example. For example, when I was in GSK, I was general manager, right, for international marketing. But then I wanted to head a business. I said I want to head a business where I can have more accountability and more responsibility. I worked towards that. That internal motivation, kept me going. That told me that, man, you can do it. Why don't you just have to do a couple of code scratching. You have to take some, what do we call that? Some of the risk in your life, which I took, and you can see that I have reached here, Cadillac. That the other part is the external story. So how does your story get you the right opportunity? That is something Abhinandan was mentioning. When you go to a funding group kind of thing, and when you go to maybe propose a girlfriend, you have a story. I mean, how do you tell your story which gets you the right opportunities? Now, if you are appearing for a position of marketing and you talk more about sales, will it help? It will not help. If your stories, you're like, again, I want to give you one of my example. I started my career as a medical representative in UP. In 2 years I became area business manager, and then I became RBM. Then my inclination towards marketing started getting up. So I started feeling that, why don't I move from sales to marketing, because my interest lies there. Though it took me almost 4 to 5 years to understand, but that was a very time spent in the field. So then I started preparing, I started conditioning my mind in a way that I should talk marketing, I should think marketing, and I should contribute marketing. So all my marketing people, they used to reach out to ensure that they get the best insights from me, because they had a perception that this guy is interested in marketing. He understands what is to be seen in the customer chamber. What are the observations which are very important to build your strategy for the future, right? So it's a very important, how does your story get you the right opportunity? How do you craft your story, right? At the same time, it happens when you really share your story with the others, as a simple, coherent thing that they can remember. If I tell you my story in one picture, maybe at the end of the presentation, then you can correlate, then you can visualize, okay, this is what the person wanted to convey to me. So your story must have three major aspects. It should demonstrate the mastery in your role. I personally feel that, like, I mean, last Sunday I was giving a lecture in IIT Mumbai. So one of the things which I told them they should really do, they should master the subject. I mean, if you are doing engineering, then in the subject, what is in and out, nobody else should know better than you. At least whatever subject has been given to you should be absolutely mastered into that. Second is the continuous growth in capabilities. Now, this is something which is very, very important when you come to the corporate world. The competence, the skill which you bring on the table on the very first in a company will definitely not take you to the next level unless you build on those skills, build on those competencies and capabilities. So certainly, if you are joining as, for example, AGM, your set of capabilities skills is totally different. But if you want to move toward a position of GM, AVP, or any other level, I'm sorry, I'm giving those examples which I actually travel through, so it becomes easy for you to correlate. So it's important that you build those capability and continuously grow in terms of learning. And the third most important is a habit of contribution to cause, teams that you stand for. So contribution is, I think, you will understand more. Maybe you are already, you must have seen in your own campus. So there must be different clubs, right? For example, scientist club, sports club. Now, how many people and who contribute maximum to make sure that these clubs are running? How many people are coming forward to make sure that the club becomes a leading club in the campus? And who is the person who really spent enough time to ensure that this club is visible outside the campus as well? That is where the contribution comes. I think please remember, while you are busy in your projects and everything, the best opportunity seems to pass you by, because you will not realize that this is something which I could have done at that point of time. So it's better to be absolutely clear. So each time you evaluate your career, you find either compromising on your dreams or being unable to decide between competing options. So you need to have a clarity. This is a very, very important statement. You either have to have a clarity, where do you want to go, and that should be part of your story. Otherwise, as I mentioned in the beginning of my slide, it becomes very difficult to find the best way to reach where you want to reach in your life. Next is write your story. Practice, practice, practice. I think it's a very important. There are three elements which I would like to mention here. One is the context, second is framing, third is the content. Always practice to make, build a three statement, the three sentences short story for yourself. Your journey till date may not have been the ideal straight line graph. I never came to this field by choice. I am postgraduate in forensic science. I am a gold medalist from Punjabi University Patiala, and in 1996, 95 rather, there were only 7 people who used to pass out from entire country in terms of post graduation in forensic science. But there was very limited jobs left for me, so I happened to be sitting free at home. So after 1 month, my mom asked me one question: "Beta, paisa kab kamaoge?" Right? She asked me very, naive and innocently, कि बेटा अभी नौकरी कब जाओगे तुम, पैसा कब लगाओगे? तो MSc में 2 साल you were there in the hostel, we have spent a lot of money in that, and it stuck to me, man. Yes, absolutely. When will I earn the money? I went out. I went out for haircut, and I was reading a newspaper in Punjab. I'm talking about, I'm from Chandigarh. I went to a barber shop. I was cutting my hair, and there was a paper, Punjab Kesari. I don't know how many people can correlate with that. There was an advertisement in a very small box: required medical representative for Ludhiana. And honestly, I just went well dressed up in jeans, tight shoes, and all that stuff, because I never knew this is the corporate world. I need to wear like you people come for presentations in a blazer and all that stuff. I just went in jeans, that also borrowed, and the t-shirts, kind of, so that I look, beautiful. But then just understand, I never came to this profession by choice. It's not something which I could think of at that time. But then once I got into this field, I crafted my story. I made very clear that, okay, if I have to become a medical rep, if I have to carry sales in a bag after doing a post-graduation with gold medal in my kitty, I will definitely jolly well need to grow. And I talked to my boss. So there are two type of people. Like in Glaxo, you have to work for 2 years as a medical rep. Only then you can apply for ABM. I mean, after 3 years. After 2 years, I told my boss, I want to become ABM. Tell me right now what is to be done. I have still 1 year left for, being eligible for the interview. And the first word he said, Aman, I think you will make it. You know why? There were two reasons. One, of course, performance is the most important, which was on my side. Second, he said, in my life, I have seen people come after 3 years and tell me, sir, मेरे 3 साल हो गए, अभी बताओ मुझे what is to be done so that I can move to the next level. You have come after 2 years and you want to spend adequate time in your profession. So that is the importance of timing, right? But your profession journey may have, maybe have taken some twist from here and there, but it's fine. You are in the right place. Now, how do you make the best use of whatever is left is purely most important. And that's the reason I always say, to create a great narrative, focus on why, how, and what. Your context, your framing, how do you frame your statement and how do you convey your content is very, very important. I think I'll cover in the next couple of slides. Scripting your journey. I'm so sorry to put all this gyan on the slides, but I see a lot of value. When I was reading this article, I was seeing a lot of value into this. Why? Because I could correlate whatever is mentioned here is absolutely relevant in the current context. The first is the creating options. So there are multiple ample opportunities today. There are multiple career paths. You can become engineer, you can become a doctor, scientist, accountant, chartered accountant, whatever you want to become. It's purely your mind. Where do you want to really go? It's like I can see in the line, only a few career like government have a linear progression path. I have, if you really look at my journey in Glaxo, I think it's a completely matrix. I mean, I was a medical rep, then became ABM, then sales, then I went to marketing, then I went to international marketing. From there, I went to Europe to set up digital hub. From digital hub, I came back with a global therapy lead for urology. From there, I came to Kedla as a global, marketing head. So there are plenty of opportunity. There are a lot of opportunity. You need to be very clear about what is your option. What is the end of your story when it comes to job search, or maybe when you want to get into your professional career. The second is adding input. Now get out of your comfort zone. I think I can tell you very honestly, nothing will come very easy. So campus can help you to get placed in a good company or maybe some good corporate. But that's just a platform. You have to build on that platform. I was telling my son has recently completed engineering from IIT Roorkee. So he recently got placed with one of the good company in India. And I was telling that please remember this IIT has given a platform, right? Now, how do you build on this? That is purely depends on how much value you add into that. So that's what exactly I mean to say here when I say adding input. Now get out of your comfort zone and seek input from others. You need to really reach out to many people, your senior colleagues, even HR, how they can help you to enhance your learning. Add to your skill set, bring greater responsibility, and enrich your career story. This is very important. Please keep it in mind. Learning is a lifelong process. If you really want to grow, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. That's the only mantra which I can give you. The third is choosing a future. Don't restrict yourself to standard job definitions. कि मुझे तो डॉक्टर ही बनना है, मुझे इंजीनियर ही बनना है. No, please redefine. What do you prefer? Where do you want to go? Right? My son never wanted to go to computer, but today he has got a job in computer. He was very strong and he's very strong in physics, man. But then you see, there are multiple options which is coming. He has built his interest and he's getting into that kind of stuff. So invent your own path by working with your target team, learning on the job and seeking good opportunity through your network. I think when I say network, it's very important. It's already covered in the next couple of lines. It's a very important. Uh, I mean, what is your network? Which are your friend circle? Which are the people you know? Which are the people want to talk to you? Which are the people who are interested in you? Genuinely, if you ask me, in today's corporate world, I've seen normally people say, one person leaves the company, then 20 people leaves behind him and want to join in the new company. That's the kind of, you can see, you can say network, and then you need to add value. And there are many cases when the person goes, he doesn't want to take anyone with him because he knows the culture what the people are working in, or the people the culture they have, what attitude they have. So it's very important, build your muscle, make sure that wherever you work you add a value. It's a very important to be relevant in the context of what you job you're doing, right? The fourth is conspiring the universe. Invest in creating leverage for your story. The best leverage are the people who can will or can or will push you behalf of your hard work and other create universe of mentors, sponsors. This is important when you are in the campus. How many, I mean, when you reach out to doctors like, Resh and Dr. Namrata and you talk to them, this is what I want to become in your life. This is what area I'm improving. This is what improvement area I need to work on. If you start having such good people around you and you talk sense, you talk something which is making them understand that this guy is serious or this girl is very serious about the career. We need to make sure that this girl is getting what she wants. See, वो जो एक डायलॉग आता ना शाहरुख खान की मूवी, वो पूरी कायनात आपको मिलाने में जुट जाती है, I will say blah blah blah, same copy paste here. It's a very important dialogue. That genuineness, that seriousness should come from you, right? And then you really have to reach out to the right people in the universe. They can really help you to make sure that your story is successful. The fifth is upgrading your software. As we know, our mobile set, it's again beautiful line. It's updated every week, month, or yearly. Similarly, stay upgrade on top of your professional game. Invest in continuous education through online courses, formal training, programs, industry events, trade journals, and simple online research to ongoing rebuild, reinvent your story. So your story should not be just one scripted document. It should keep on evolving. I mean, it should keep on evolving based on the circumstances, based on the situations, based on your progress, based on your skill building. If you build a digital muscle today, probably you might not want to go to, a very plain uh, white collar job. You want to jolly well want to join a different digital corporate world altogether. So it purely depends how do you want to take your story to the next level. Once you build your story, it's a very important to enrich and living your story. Now, you create a story, it's a piece of paper lying on a wall and you see it every day but doing nothing at all. Then there's no point actually. So it's a very important, how do you enrich your story? Now create the expanded version of your story using examples. To deliver an effective storyline, focus on the context, which I mentioned in the previous. The context refers to the environment or situation in which the anecdotes reside. Framing represents the view through which the story is being told, and the content, which is the king, is what actually happened. So these are the three steps which you should always make sure that it's part of your story. And then most important, live your narrative fully well. Live your story. If you go to a startup, if you are telling your story, live to that. You should reflect that. If you are restless, reflect that you are restless to achieve something, right? That should reflect in your body language. Body language is again amazing topic, which we definitely would like to discuss in some other meeting, but then it should reflect everywhere. Live the narrative fully. The only way to keep your story alive is to make, daily progress to what you're doing. Getting ahead in your career story or succeeding at your current role require you to master the 4 steps of skilling. I think this is the last message which I would like to leave the group with. Get trained to acquire skills. Be the master of your subject. Deliver outcome through abilities. Build your skills and deliver what is expected out of you. Right? The third one is speak up and advertise your success and contribution. But trust my words, many people feel that they are not speaking. God will do something. मैं तो अच्छा काम कर रहा हूँ, भगवान अपने आप रिवॉर्ड करेगा, मेरे सुपीरियर अपने आप मेरा काम देख के मुझे प्रमोशन देंगे. All this doesn't work in the real world. You really have to tell your story. You really have to speak up and advertise. You have to show what exactly you're doing. When I say show what you're doing, doesn't mean I'm saying you start beating your trumpet. That I would never encourage, because that doesn't lead to anywhere. The best is to speak up. If you're doing something good, if you have done something great, please show it to us. Show it to everyone in your circle of influence, which can actually further help you to expand your circle of influence. And the most important is keep measuring your progress. I think it happens in the corporate very, very regularly. I must say that. For example, if my team is launching a campaign in Nigeria, they are doing everything, giving input, everything. Now, if you don't measure, how will you anticipate what is the success you're going to get out of the campaign? It's very important to really measure what is the success you're going to get out of what you have planned or what you have executed. So that only will help you to grow and do all the course corrections which are required for getting higher success maybe the very next time, right? Okay, I think that was a whole of Gyan which I really wanted to share with you guys. I don't know how many people are really getting it. If you have any question, I can stop here before I go to my last 2 slides. Dr. Namrata, I'm absolutely open. If anyone has any burning question at this point of time, I can address those questions.
Sir, what I can sense is if there is any difference between sales and marketing, because you said that you joined as sales, MR, and then you switched to marketing. So still, this is a puzzle for me that what's the difference between marketing and sales? Because we have aversion for sales, sales girls and sales person.
Okay. If you really ask me, sales and marketing are the 2 sides of same coin, right? So sales is, in a very crude word, if I say sales is the tip of iceberg, you can say it's a tip of iceberg, which is known as marketing. So marketing is defined what exactly we need to do, how we have to do, where we have to do, what is the process. And if you do whatever is planned in the marketing and whatever is the story, the strategy which comes from marketing, if you implement the same, then the outcome of that strategy is the sales. So sales is more of execution, marketing is more of strategy. So when I was in sales, so my question always used to be that I'm going to a doctor, but the competition is doing something different, which my PMT doesn't understand. And I used to send them the feedback, and many times I never used to get a response from them. And that's how my interest started building. I used to think, man, this is something which we can do easily. If I go to marketing, I can take a lot of learning from sales and go to marketing. But marketing, when you say, it is more of strategy. It's more of strategy to understand where the market lies, what are the needs of the customer, then how do you define your strategy, how do you define your STP, and then how do you differentiate your brand. Everything you do in a structured process, like what we call as a brand plan, and then you execute that plan into the market. That execution happens by the salespeople. So sales is the end result of your visibility, or maybe what in other word called as a marketing. Doctor, hope I answered your question. Dr. Namrata?
I think there's a problem of some network issues there, I guess.
Okay, okay.
So I think, but you have made
I
it very
resumed,
clear.
sir. Yes, sir. I have resumed, sir. Only last few seconds I missed that. But
No
yes,
problem.
it is just like director behind the curtain, and the
Yeah, you
actors
can
are
say.
there. That is how, in simple words, I mean, in my way, I had put.
And Namrata, just to build on what you just said, curtain and the director story, I think it's a very important. I mean, both go hands in hand. I mean, best beautiful strategy you come out with, if it's not executed well, it is of no use. Trust my words. We'll sit in AC room and we create a beautiful strategy. We'll go to these doctors. We'll say this is the message we will communicate to the doctor. But if it's not done well at the field by the people who are executing it, it will not yield any result. At the same time, if you have a very average strategy, you say simply go to the doctor and tell this one line, very simple strategy. But if it is executed very well, it can result tremendous success. So it's go hands in hand actually. That's the reason I always say, without sales, marketing is nothing. Without marketing, sales is nothing.
I got your point, sir. I hope this has gone well with our students also, because most of the time they have aversion for sales, but this is no less than a marketing. So execution is equally important.
I think I further would like to build Dr. Namrata on this point, because many people from when we pick them from the campus, even there are CYLPs who report to me here. The first thing, sir, we want to handle a brand. We want to work in marketing. And I always ask them the question, what do you mean by detailing the brand to a doctor? Right? So you are right in saying, I personally feel that everyone who comes to marketing should have exposure of sales. See, unless you see the ground reality, what is happening in the field, what is the requirement, what is the need of the field, how my strategy, whatever is implemented, is working or not working, then unless you have that feedback, unless you go through that path, you cannot build a good strategy. That's, I really strongly believe in. This is what I personally have, experienced in my life.
That's absolutely right, sir. Because unless you dirty your hands, only
Yeah,
then you can perhaps, you can
absolutely.
strategize. Yeah, that's true, sir. Absolutely right, sir. Please. Thank you so much, sir, for making this.
Any other question, Dr. Namrata? Because I cannot see the student. So, like Kabir told me already. So, if there's any question, let me know, or other I can just go.
Sir, from from a student's point of view, I would like to ask something.
Yeah.
Sir, beautifully structured your theory, story, whatever you wanted to communicate, and from the scratch. So how from a scratch your story can be written. So this is one more very good example of sharing your experiences. Because once I keep on saying this again and again and again, we have not seen the Abraham Lincoln, or we have not seen APJ Abdul Kalam, though we have heard about him, though we have read about him. But here, this is the platform where we actually meet the people who have turned around, who have actually attained some kind of success in their personal life and in their professional life as well. So this absolutely correlates, and so people can understand how to start with. Sir, my again question will be because when we say story, so after being senior vice president or vice president, today we can say many things. But I'm sure during your time also a lot of rejections must have come.
Yes.
And it is not always the rosy story. You walk in and then everyone was waiting for you to welcome. Okay, tomorrow you can do this and tomorrow you can do that. So people are there to welcome. And in sales and marketing, why people do not like to join, and this is because the number of rejections are very, very high. So in a day you can expect some days 100% rejection as well. So, sir, my questions to you will be how, or we as a team, we means our participants also want to know the same thing. How you handle those rejections? Have they made you strong, or have they actually made some mental impact?
Absolutely. I think what you just mentioned, Pardeep, have they made you strong? The big answer is yes. I might not have that big, shoulders, but they have made me very strong. They have absolutely made me very strong. I must tell you, it's not the very first job. And I told you, like, MSc Forensic Science. We were two candidates who were shortlisted for CBI as inspectors in CBI in IB department. But somehow the situation was different. Then I couldn't afford, I must use that word. So I had been out of that selection process. So it's fine. But then it doesn't mean that, I just gave up. When I came back, as I mentioned, that was the position which was there open when I was doing my post graduation. But after doing PG, for almost 25 days, I was sitting at home doing nothing. I was just going through the magazine, reading, and all this stuff. I was doing that. But then that one advertisement in the job, I mean, you can just imagine, a postgraduate guy with a gold medal in the kitty. He joined as a medical representative. He was carrying a bag in the field. I was not even having a scooter, right? But then what kept me going, honestly, is that my willingness. I wanted to grow. I wanted to become in my life. I want to achieve certain success in my life. If you ask me today, I want to become a CEO of a company. And I'm sure that I'm on the course of that. I know what is to be done in the next 1 year, what is to be done in the next 2 years, and how do I reach that? I have built my story very clearly. And I think, Pradeep, managing rejection, I think the best way is let it go. It's not happening means you have something better in store for you in the next attempt. Number one. Number two, always learn from your mistake. I mean, if you have not done well in the interview and then you start cribbing that, oh, I have not been selected, I have not been shortlisted. No, that's not the right thing actually. You should accept, you should introspect, you should analyze what exactly has happened in the selection process, which are the section, which are the area where you could have done well, so that next time you don't, lose that. I think you should bounce back very strongly if you fail, if you face any rejection in your life at any given point of time. But again, I would like to reiterate, learn from mistakes. You need to do deeper analysis, what has happened and what best or what best can be done maybe the next time. One. Number two, rejection is one step towards success, right? It never think that, like, there's a saying, Philip, I think there's this one scientist who invented bulb. He has 2000 failures, but he said, I tried 2000 times, but then he came out with a brilliant outcome, right? So please keep trying. And the third most important, keep your focus alive. I mean, if you have built a story very honestly with your genuine effort, and and you also believe in your story, I think this is most important, Pradeep, which you brought out. You need to build, you need to trust in your own story as well. You should have self-confidence that, yeah, I have written it. I believe that this is something which I can achieve. Then if you don't believe that, nobody will be. If you do not respect your job, no one else will. If you do not show that you are capable, no one will trust your words. So first it comes you. So you have to learn from the mistake. You have to let go some of the successes which you think you have done in the past. Third, be down to the earth. Absolutely, there is something good in the store which might come on your way. Before joining Cadila as a global marketing head, I had a couple of options as marketing head in India, but then I wanted to get my horizon broad. I wanted to continue in international marketing, so I got Cadila. So it was just a gap of just 2-3 days, right? But you get it. So keep going, man. I mean, your story is most important. What is end in your mind? What exactly you want to be in your life? Keep that end and keep focus on that end. That I want to achieve this. I think that's only I can suggest. I mean, rest everything will come practically, because some people can handle success, some people cannot handle success, some people can handle rejection very well. They take it very positively, very supportively, और some people सब छोड़ छाड़ के बैठ जाता है, अरे मेरा तो सब कुछ लुट गया, मैं तो बर्बाद हो गया, मैं कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा. वो mentality will never take you to the next level. And that is why, Pradeep, I think let me show you one more slide. So I don't know how many rejections I have faced in my life. It's a true story what I'm showing you, right? Trust my words, 25, 26 years back, I was honestly grazing, in the field, my cattle. छोटे से गांव से हूँ पंजाब के. I never thought that this is what is going to be my story. Medical rep bana. When I became medical rep, then I started thinking that I should become something in my life. right? Because that was the first corporate exposure you get in your, life as a medical representative. When I used to see my manager, I used to aspire that why don't I become manager? So then I became, manager. I was having a team. When in the manager, then I thought, why not to go into the marketing team? I came to marketing, but I kept building muscles. It's not that in the very first attempt I cleared my PMT interview and I was selected as the brand manager. No, absolutely not. I have done crash courses on marketing. I have paid 3 to 4 times for that. I think almost 2 years I spent to make sure that I got into marketing, but I really worked very hard for that. Did a marketing course online, did classroom courses. I had one of the mentor who used to guide me. What are the marketing concept? I remember I bought a second-hand book uh, of Philip Kotler. I used to read that because you need to understand that vocabulary is very important when you shift from sales to marketing, because the mindset shift has to happen. Otherwise, you will continue to be the salesperson even if you have migrated to marketing. Coming to marketing, I wanted to move to the next level, which is the international marketing. And it's not in the very first attempt I went through. I learned Spanish just to ensure that my selection committee is happy that I'm already preparing myself. See, learning a foreign language, which is spoken most in some other, international market, which we used to cover from India, it was very important. That was one insight. I started learning Spanish. I did two level courses from, Cambridge University. So that helped me. When I went for the selection process third time, I told, this is what I have done. This is what I have prepared. I remember when they asked me one question, Mr. Raman, you have come for the third time. So what different preparation you have done this time? Trust my words. I said, I have a couple of papers in my bag, if you allow me. I pulled up almost 700 pages, thick bunch of papers. I said, this is what I have prepared this time. And they have seen how I have, mapped the progress. And there was a summary on one paper. These all topics I have really experienced. I have learned this. And the person who was a global director, he himself told me then and there that I'm very happy with the preparation. I think you should be there. So the point which I want to tell, it's not the very first rejection because someone else was selected, I left. No, I went harder. You have to bounce up with the double the energy actually, and you keep going in that. This is what the philosophy I thought I'll add answering your question, Ravi.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much, sir, for putting this into the light. सर इसी लाइन पे एक बोलना चाहूँगा. हमारा एक फ्रेंड है, ही करेंटली ही इज द डीएम ऑफ भोपाल, विकास मिश्रा. अभी वो सेक्रेटरीट है. सो आप सोचिए कि उसका बैंकिंग क्लर्क में नहीं हुआ सिलेक्शन. उसने बैंक क्लर्क का एग्जाम दिया, उस रिजेक्ट हो गया 3 बार. वो अब चूंकि मैं वो क्लासमेट है तो मैं उसको बहुत अच्छे से जानता हूँ सर. फिर उसने तैयारी किया, नेट का तैयारी किया, नेट में भी 3 बार रिजेक्ट हो गया वो. फिर उसने लॉ किया, लॉ करके उसने प्रिपेयर किया. प्रिपेयर करने के बाद उसने फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में पीसीएस टॉप किया एमपीपीएसएस से, एंड विच लेटर ऑन इज एलिवेटेड एज डीएम. सो मेरे को बोलता है, यार अगर मैं बैंक में सोच अगर सिलेक्ट हो गया होता तो मेरा क्या होता.
या अगर मैं समथिंग गुड इन द स्टोरी.
सो बोले कि शायद हम नहीं समझ पाते हैं भगवान ने हमारे लिए क्या सोचा है. कई बार हम प्रोफेशन को चूज करते हैं, कई बार प्रोफेशन हमको चूज करता है. तो बोले हमको लगता है कि यार बैंक, घर वाले बोलते थे नकारा है, बड़े अच्छे स्कूल से पढ़ा है लेकिन ये कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा, बैंक क्लर्क तक में नहीं हुआ, आईएएस का सोच रहा है, इसका ख्वाब तो देखो. और वो लड़का पहले अटेम्प्ट में, सर उसका प्रत्युत्तर दर्पण में मैंने जब इंटरव्यू पढ़ा तब हमको यकीन हुआ कि ये वही है जो मेरे बगल में बैठता था.
there are n number story.
Yes,
cite one simple story here. I mean, one of my friend's brother. He was brilliant in science. I mean, his parents wanted to see that he become the top engineer in the country. He was all India topper in 10th. +1, +2 again, he was all India topper. And suddenly after +2, with science, he left science and he took arts. And I asked my friend, what has gone wrong with your brother? Yeah? He's so brilliant in science. Now he has gone to arts. He said, no, he has something else in his mind. And he never disclosed to me. And Dr. Namartha, for 3 years, we hardly saw him, because he was too busy preparing for the exams, dedication, he was working hard. Exactly after 3 years, we came to know that he has topped IAS exam. Can you believe this? And then we met him. He said, I studied science till +2 because I wanted to have complete understanding of science. Right? I know all the competitive exam, they ask the basic science. I wanted to be master that. Then I wanted to have, other subjects which are easy for me, which I can do very easily, and parallelly I can prepare for my test for IAS. For 3 years he was preparing at home, no coaching, nothing. In the very first attempt, he was topper and he became IAS officer. I think at what age? 23, 22, something like that. So this is what I call, how do you script your story? This is what I call end in mind. That was an aspiration of the person. See, from 10th, he must have thought of, I want to become IAS. And just think the guidance his parents or somebody else must have given, because parents always wanted to see that he become engineer. But his friend circle, his society, his mentor, this is the role of, this is where the role of your teachers, mentors, professors, they guide you a lot. They give you multiple options, and then it becomes your choice to pick up what best works for you. So he did 10, he was topper, +2 with science, again topper, then arts. In our society, Dr. Namrata, you can just imagine, सब बोलते रहे साइंस संभाल नहीं पाया, टॉपर था फिर भी डर गया, आर्ट्स ले ली है, आर्ट्स तो कोई भी कर सकता है. But look at his story. So we need to be very clear what exactly we want in our life. If we really don't know, then believe me, we will not achieve anything in our life. I think that's a message which I want to leave the group with.
डेफिनेटली सर चीज वही है कि हमने एक बार अपना गोल तय कर लिया तो फिर प्रॉब्लम्स तो आएंगी. फिर आपने सर वो आपने डायलॉग भी सुना है, अगर हमने किसी चीज को पाने की जिद की है तो पूरे कायनात ने उसको मिलाने की साजिश की है, वो रहेगा. तो थिंग इज दैट कि वी डोंट हैव टू ओनली गिव अप. Problems are there, and harder the task, more difficulty it will be, and then more challenges will be there. Only thing is, if you don't give up, sir, आपकी story में इतना मेरे को मालूम नहीं था. So coming from a small village of Punjab and today sitting and giving direction to many countries and holding to many countries, it's not a joke. बहुत सारे लोगों को पता भी नहीं होगा.
Just a grace of God.
शायद आप भी सर उतने सारे कंट्रीज के बारे में उस समय जानते नहीं होंगे जो आज आप होल्ड कर रहे हैं.
Never.
So that's what I'm saying, sir. So it's all preparation. कैसे आपने तैयारी किया? आपने बोला सर इतने सारे जो आपने क्वेश्चन में सबसे पहले इंटरव्यू में जो आपने बोला एक बहुत बड़ा सीक्रेट खोला. लोग पूछते हैं कि आपने इस इंटरव्यू का स्पेशल तैयारी किया है क्या? सिंस आई एम बीइंग पार्ट ऑफ एचआर. और इतना तैयारी करके जाएगा तो उसका इंटरव्यू वो लेने वाला घबरा जाएगा, किसको पूछूं क्या?
You're right. You're right, 100%.
व्यूअर से ज्यादा इंटरव्यू भी तैयार होके आया है.
Exactly.
It's a very good challenge for him. So it's a very inspiring story for me, sir.
And Abhinandan, I think just one more point I want to make. Another thing which I have seen among many people, who are into their second year, first year, they are always worried for their placement, right? उनको लगता है हमारा पास placement हो जाए किसी तरह, ऐसा ना हो कि हमारा placement नहीं होगा तो हम कैसे करेंगे? How will we manage our life? घर जाएंगे बोलेंगे अरे इतनी अच्छी इंडस्ट्रियल यूनिवर्सिटी पढ़ के आया है, कैंपस प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुआ, इसका सैलरी कम है, ये वो है. I think the message which I want to give, don't bother about this. Trust me, build your muscle. Be the master. Be the master. A लड़का एक सोनीपत से उसने simple BCom किया है in a very simple college, and he has been picked up by Amazon at a package of 1.5 crore. Why? Because that guy has done mastery. He was master of the subject. So it's not, I mean, it's a myth, we feel that, okay, the name of campus is very important. I do agree, it makes a difference. It really makes a difference. I know it was very easy for my son to get a job because he's from IIT Roorkee. But it's not that other people don't get jobs. They are getting much better jobs. It's purely depend how do you approach, right? In what context and in what intention you reach out to, that position which you are looking for. So opportunities are plenty. Just be confident, be prepared, keep trying, and your time will come.
राइट सर, जैसा बोला एक बार जॉब मिल जाने के बाद कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आपने कहाँ से क्या किया था, कैसे किया था,
absolutely,
आपने आईटी से किया या कहाँ से किया, वो इमटेरियलिस्टिक हो जाता है.
agree with you, Pradeep.
उसके बाद आपका काम दिखता है, उसके बाद आपका काम दिखता है, जो आप
उसके बाद आपका परफॉर्मेंस. एब्सोल्युटली.
राजा ये लोग पूछते हैं वहां से करने के बाद आप ये कर रहे हो,
That is why I'm saying in one of the meetings, CMD was asking about one person who is in a good position in Catella. He was asking that when we hired this person 5 years back, he was doing the same job, right? Even after 5 years, he's doing the same job. So what change he has brought into that? Means he has not developed himself. So remember, guys, even companies are looking at you, whether you are willing to move further or not. If you are complacent, company will not take any interest in you. They also want to see this guy want to come up, let's support him. They also want to see such progressive people to come up, because uh, at a time, I mean, in your life, a time will come when people will start comparing. 5 years back or 7 years back, when I hired this person for XYZ job, I was paying him or her X amount. But after 5 years, if he's doing the same thing, why should I pay 5 times what I used to pay him? Right? So I'm not saying this is a very common practice, but it can happen in current situation. In the corona situation, people are evaluating like this, which is not the right thing, but then this is what is happening. So my point is, keep evolving, keep learning, keep growing. So you should not be the same what you were yesterday. Be different every day. That's the mantra.
Thank you, sir.
Right? No more Gyan. Pradeep, as you mentioned, I think this is something which is available on Google also. I don't think I can add too much value into this. You have multiple options. You want to go to marketing, sales, business development, tender business, regulatory authorities, I mean, finance, HR. There are multiple functions. There are multiple jobs. So whether it's international or Indian, Indian or domestic business, I don't see much of the difference when it comes to the job opportunity. There are plenty of opportunity. If you start preparing yourself, for example, for an international marketing job, so then if you go in the interview and tell that I have done a course in tourism, for example, international tourism, so just imagine what the impact will be. Because when you do international tourism, you will understand what are the cultural differences in different countries, which is the basic fundamental difference when I compare domestic versus international marketing. So you need to be culturally aligned, aware, if you want to work in other countries. If you do not know their culture, then it's very difficult. So I'm giving just one example. If you prepare like this, 100% thing will fall the way you want them to fall. If you learn today one language, for example, another CYLP which has come here, she has learned Chinese, and she thought of that, Chinese companies are coming up 5 to 7 years back, and why not to pick up this language? And today we are involving her into every project which we are dealing with China and Japan. So that is the value what you bring on the platform. But then you need to do prepare. That's again, see, everything summarized in the story. What you want to achieve, then you have to define how you want to achieve. I mean, that's what I want to discuss, Dr. Namrata, Mr. Vinandan, and Pradeep. I don't think I should speak too much now.
अरे
Otherwise,
सर
सारे student बोर हो जाएंगे.
अरे सर ऐसा नहीं है ज्ञान इज अवेलेबल इन गूगल बट लिसनिंग फ्रॉम हॉर्सेस माउथ ऑलवेज मेक्स अ डिफरेंस बहुत
But
कुछ
that's what I thought. It's relevant. That's
बिल्कुल
what
सर
is from
बिल्कुल
my side. Any
बहुत कुछ
question?
बहुत
I'm
जगह
open.
अवेलेबल है लेकिन आपके मुंह से सुनने में बहुत फर्क है क्योंकि आपने उस चीज को किया है कहीं से पढ़ के बोलने में और उस चीज को करके देखने में बहुत फर्क होता है सो आप अगर बोल रहे हैं तो
Thanks,
आपका
Pradeep.
कन्विक्शन है क्योंकि आप वो चीज करके आए हैं ऐसे कोई भी बोल सकता है गूगल में मैं खोलूंगा तो 150 चीजें मिल जाएंगी लेकिन उसको
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely, you're right. Absolutely.
yes but thank you so much for such a wonderful and inspiring session today so जब हम लोगों ने सर फर्स्ट टाइम डिसाइड किया था तो यही था कि क्या होगा कैसे करेंगे बट यो जो आज आपने शेयर किया यू आर टॉकिंग फ्रॉम योर हार्ट यू आर नॉट
I
टॉकिंग
always talk.
and that makes the
That's what I am. That's what I am.
that's what they're making the difference सर से मेरा डॉक्टर नम्रता सर से मेरा एसोसिएशन बहुत है कि वी बोथ look for the training part of international this thing and today I am very comfortable because of sir only so शुरू में मेरे अंदर भी गूज बम्स थे भाई इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस है क्या होगा कैसे करेंगे उनके क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है नाइजीरिया का बंदा है या युगांडा का बंदा है या कैसे करेगा क्या रिएक्ट करेगा बस थैंक्स टू सर ही मेड मी सो कंफर्टेबल आज हमको दे लुक as if they are sitting next to me or they are the part of my this thing so I don't see so even I have started remembering the names also कई लोगों से भी there's some person rapport is also getting developed because of sir so sir ने बहुत comfort किया cool किया कि नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है and the kind of motivation he does I think one of the best motivator which I have seen after a long.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you,
That's
sir,
my job.
I am not doing any flattery in front of everyone. After coming to this company, I should not say this, but one of the best motivator I have seen in you, and this is openly I am saying, you're the best motivator. We need you.
God keep me grounded.
Thank you so much, sir, Pradeep sir,
Thank you.
Raman sir. Sir, may I request to de-share this PPT so that we can see,
Okay.
unshare this.
Yeah, I'll immediately share with Pradeep. Pradeep, you can
Unshare.
circulate.
Sir, right now unshare that so that we can see in the screen your face, with
Oh, yeah,
clarity.
sure. Oh, why not? I'm sorry.
Thank you so
I
much,
need
sir.
to stop sharing.
Yeah, unshare.
You can see
And,
this guy. I run marathons. I'm a half marathon runner. So I
that's
run
great, sir. So
regularly.
it was very impressive, mind blowing, and especially the last slide, where you have shown, how you moved from the village to here. And that was really inspiring. That's a real true story. We don't need Google for that. And that was the purpose
Thank you.
of
Thank
our
you, Dr.
CMD sirs also, as Abhinand sir has mentioned in the very first, context also. And there is one question before I invite Abhinand sir and Vyas sir and Bharti madam for their reflections.
Okay.
There is one that how to decide your career when you have multiple interest. Multiple interest. बहुत सारे इंटरेस्ट
Multiple
हैं,
interest. Okay.
तो उस समय करियर किस में जाएं, वो एक क्वेश्चन स्टूडेंट ने पूछा है लव देसाई ने.
Okay. This is a really beautiful and very tough question. Whosoever has asked this question is a very intelligent guy. So when you have multiple interests, I think I have read one article. This is a priority grid, right? You put everything into one grid, and you see you still define. So, like let me give you example of my daughter. She is in 11th standard now. In 8th standard, she always wanted to become a doctor. By the time she came to 9th, she said, no, I want to become an astronaut. While completing her 10th, she said, no, I'm thinking of that I should go for IIT like my brother. I said, fair enough. But after completing 10th, now she has taken commerce. Why? Because she has realized that, no, I want to become an entrepreneur. I want to start my own company. So what I say, I mean, you have multiple interests, but then you really have to prioritize that. I mean, you cannot, if your interest is into engineering and doctor or that, you certainly cannot become multiple things. I know in today's world you can be, but I think it's most important to prioritize. I think that's the only answer I can give you. If you can prioritize where your most important interest lies, I think that can help you to guide. Probably that's the only answer which Dr. Namrata I want to give for this question.
Yeah, I think that is very befitting, sir. And now you might have got your answer also. Now it's time for our dean to reflect his view. Dr. Vyas, I invite you for your views also, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Raman. I think it was wonderful interaction, and the presentation, the way you had presented, because the topic, when we heard about it, most of the people were confused. What is there? What is it about? Okay. Especially student. I can understand the mindset of student. So especially they are confused that what will be there. So something new, interesting should be there. But when you narrated the things, it was very interesting because when students are going abroad, they have to write SOP. And when they write SOP, they have to write down even 5 incidents which they would like to remember of their life.
Perfect.
Something like this. Or this something like 5 strengths and 5 weaknesses of them.
Yes, absolutely.
So at that time, it is very difficult for them to identify 5 incidents which they would like to remember. Though these are very small. So when they have habit to write their own diary or their story, then only they can identify such even small but very interesting motivational events of their life. Even if I ask them to do SWOT analysis for them, they can identify number of weaknesses for them. But if I ask them to find out one strength, it is very difficult for them to write one strength. So when they go through write their own story, they have to understand the SWOT analysis for themselves. Absolutely. And if they understand it, they can do better, I think. And then only they can write the story. And very interesting, the last slide what you put, 4 criteria: acquire skill. Then you told about the deliver outcome. How will you deliver your outcome? Third point is very interesting. Speak up and advertise success and contribution.
Very, very important.
Now, I don't know, personally, I differ because I believe where I work, my contribution must be reflected by itself, by my work. And my management should understand and identify that what I'm doing. Rather than I should not go them and tell that this is what I have done. So you consider it or you, recognize it. I should not say that's what I believe. Maybe generation gap, but I believe like that. In earlier days, it was like this, but you are 100% right. Nowadays, it is a time of marketing. Whatever you are doing, you market it, then only people will believe that you are working something, you are contributing something. Otherwise, they will not believe. So,
No, I agree,
100%
doctor.
right. You are 100%
I agree with your point, actually. As I mentioned in my talk, so I personally feel that, yeah, understand it's not, I never encourage you just go and beat the drum. But if you have, anyone has done something good, it's always good to showcase. It's very important nowadays. तो पंजाबी कहावत होती है सर, मुझे पता नहीं आपने सुना होगा सर, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है वाली बात. मैं somewhere I have seen that thing is coming very true in multiple occasions actually. So my conviction is becoming more and more stronger in terms of this.
सर
But
इसका
I agree,
जवाब,
sir.
सर इसका जवाब देने के लिए हमारे पास स्ट्रेटेजिक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर है हमारे साथ में.
Okay.
अभिनंदन सर बताएंगे कि कहाँ पे ट्रम्पेट बजाना है और कहाँ नहीं बजाना है.
But Namrata madam, I 100% agree with Mr. Raman that yes, in current era you have to advertise your contribution, you have to advertise your success, then only you are valuable. That's what I 100% agree with you.
And
then
sir,
you can measure your progress.
Sir, along with the success and contribution, it's very important to really tell the group what new skills you have built up, how you have built up the muscles, how you are different what you are today than what you were today actually. I mean
Yes,
it's a package.
Definitely. So I agree with you. Earlier, when I heard about it, I was thinking in dilemma that where should I go? But yes, I believe in current era. See, jo dikhta hai wohi bikta hai. This is what the current era. And if you speak up, then only people will recognize or notice you. Otherwise, you are nowhere.
मैं आंसर इनका अभिनंदन सर के पास देखना चाहूंगी क्योंकि काफी ये डिबेट चल रहा है. पर पुराने में वक्त में भी कहा जाता था जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा. सो मैं अभिनंदन सर की तरफ ये आज क्वेश्चन डालती हूँ क्योंकि स्ट्रेटेजिक प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजर हैं. तो वेयर टू डू टॉम एंड वेयर नॉट. ओवर टू अभिनंदन सर.
No, what I advise to all the students and everybody, that marketing is an important part of everybody's life, be it the CEO or the company or the front-end manager. Every front-end manager every year is given a chance to present himself for his increment, where he has been given 360-degree feedback. Uske andar, how you are able to place yourself correctly in a small para of 40 words. Project yourself कि आपने क्या contribute किया है, how you have done value added to the organization, where you have grown to the life. अगर ये चीज आप बता नहीं सकते हैं, तो other guy will not be able to understand and he will not be able to appreciate you better. Sometimes it happens that your manager is taking all the credit of yours and you are not able to represent yourself. Someday when you go out of the core, and then the top manager will realize कि ये जो middle manager है वो तो सिर्फ credit ही खा रहा था. The real guy was doing at the ground level. So somewhere that ground level has to represent his value. That इसके basis पे चलता है. If he is not able to do it, there is also a wrong. Most of the times the people sitting on the top, they will not realize कि ground reality में जो बंदा है वो कितना effective और important है. उसके बगैर ये चीज गिर जाएगी. Doers are always better, and doer has to have his own story. Most of the thing that has happened is doer is not able to write his own story, and that's why he is not able to grow to the next level. And every doer has to have his own strategic viewpoint, and that's what I believe that in an organization when you go, you will learn a lot of things. Whatever I say, talking is in Indian organization, most of we have seen it's all of monkey pulling. कि एक monkey ऊपर जा रहा है तो दूसरा monkey उसको खींच के नीचे ला रहा है.
जो crab mentality. You're right.
Yeah, so that has to come out of it. Team spirit is कि हर एक बंदा एक जगह को ले जा रहा है, उसने ये काम अच्छा किया है तो उसको वो खुद हाईलाइट करेगा कि सर मेरा ये कलीग है, इसने ये अच्छा काम किया है. That's well your sportsman spirit. तब आता है when you are coming from a very good school. उसमें उसका ethics,
I agree with.
background पता चल जाता है.
Perfect, sir.
It makes a difference between a leader and a crooked leader. There is a difference between a crooked manager and leader. Leader is never a crooked. It is a crooked manager and a leader. That's where the difference comes. The leader will always show us कि मेरा ये नीचे का बंदा है, उसने ये चीज highlight
किया. He will give credit to the team actually.
Yes, he will give the credit to the team.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that's where the difference is. And you will always work with the leader. You will not work with the company.
Absolutely. You work for.
That's where the difference is. You have to be a true leader to yourself.
Yes.
इवन सर हमको सिखाया था मार्केटिंग में सर कि अगर बच्चा भी रो के दिखाता है तभी माँ उसको दूध पिलाती है.
Yes, yes.
So last point, sorry, again I'm saying a last point because the debate is very interesting and I like the discussion which is happening. Dr. Vyas, I think one point I want to add more here. I mean, when you have a group of 20 people sitting in a room and you are looking for a person who can speak in the group, who can command and demand from a team. They will look at a person who can showcase what he has done. The person who can speak in the group, the person who is able to demonstrate what he has done. So unless you speak, unless you demonstrate that this is what you have done, sometimes you don't get the next opportunity. I mean, that's the last point which I want to add. But thank you so much for the discussion.
Thank you so much, sir, and very well answered, Abhinand sir. Now it's turn for students to express their reflection.
Yeah, that's important for me actually.
That's vote of thanks. So we have Dharti Gandhi joined with us. And Dharti, please unmute yourself and please proceed with the vote of thanks and your reflection.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Dharti.
Hello everyone, myself Gandhi Dharti from MSc Microbiology. It's my pleasure to deliver a vote of thanks in such a beautiful webinar. Mr. Raman Khepar sir has done very interesting talking on have you planned your story? I must say it is very unique topic for us. You gave very nice examples of characters and the way you explained the 3 aspects of story, how to create stories, how to live in stories is very interesting. Even sir, your story is also inspiring for us and it's our honor that you share your story with us. As this webinar has named, that is turning point. Really sir, you have made it true. Thank you very much sir. And I must say that we are also going to make a beautiful, inspiring and interesting story on us. Thank you so much. And I also want to say thank you to Industrial University for this wonderful webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Dharti. Thanks for the nice words for me.
Thank you, Dharti. So, sir, it is well summed up by our students. It seems, you know, that the message has gone very well to all, including me, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Pradeep sir, Sumit sir, Vyas sir.
Thank you, sir. Just a minute.
Vyas sir, कुछ आप बोल रहे हैं? आप unmute.
Dr. Namrata, before we close, sir, आपका जो presentation है, if you can just share in a PDF form. So this I will share with the students for their own reference in future.
Yeah, I will send it right now.
Thank you.
Next 5 minutes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for this opportunity, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. Namaskar, and the Industrial University wishes you stay happy, healthy, and safe, sir.
To you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vyas.